Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. How is your life? I hope you are in a good condition. And I just want to say welcome back to our English class. Today, I will teach you about something new, maybe, or maybe something common in your life. Okay, let's start our class with say basmallah and don't forget to smile. Okay, we will start with chapter 1 by the title You Should Keep Your Environment Clean. And this is the map. We will talk about recommendation, how to express recommendation, and how is the cultural awareness, and then how to asking for a recommendation and also making a recommendation. And then after that, we'll learn about how to responding to a recommendation, how to agreeing or accepting, and how to disagreeing. Okay, recommendation. Do you know what is recommendation? Okay, you can read from this sentence that recommendation is a suggestion that something is good or suitable for a particular purpose or job. So, recommendation is a suggestion. That's a key word. Recommendation is also advice, telling someone the best thing to do. So, from this meaning, we can catch 2 points of the meaning of recommendation is a suggestion or an advice to telling someone the best thing to do. Recommendation should consist a solution to answer, to find out, and to answer the problems. Okay, next is about cultural awareness of recommendation. In common in daily life, people often ask for and give a suggestion. For example, maybe someday your friend is thinking about buying new shoes and then you recommend that he or she visit a nearby store that is offering discount. And then how to give a helpful suggestion? You should pay attention to the 2 points. The first is give it in the form of information. So you should make recommendation that consists information. And then the next, your information should be new. Should be new. And then let us continue to how to ask for a recommendation. If you want to asking for a recommendation, you can look. Let's have a look this pattern. The first, this is the example. If you were in my position, what would you do? And then the second, should I change clothes? And the third, do you think I should go to the beach this weekend? This is the example of asking for recommendation. And then how to responding the recommendation, you can choose if you want to agree or maybe you want to disagree or maybe you want to expressing doubt. If you want to agree, you can say, I think that would be a good solution. Or maybe, I think that's great, and so on. But if you want to disagree, you can say, I don't think that would be right. I don't think that would be nice, or maybe, and so on. But if you feeling doubt, or maybe you know what is doubt? Doubt means uh, you are not sure about that. So you can say really, or maybe should I, something like that. And then the next is how to making a recommendation. This is the asking, and then this is the example of making a recommendation. Okay, let's have a look. If you were in my position, what would you do? And then making a recommendation, remember, should be contains of information and something new. I would postpone the appointment to a later date. And then the second situation, should I change clothes? Yes, you should wear something warmer, or maybe just put on a jacket. An example for agreeing, giving a choice. And then the third situation, do you think I should go to the beach this weekend? And then you make a recommendation. I wouldn't do that if I were you. It's been raining a lot there this day. This is the example to against a choice. This is agreeing a choice, and this is against a choice. Remember, in in recommendation, after receiving a recommendation, always express thanks, even if the recommendation is against your choice. That's the courtesy. So always say thanks after somebody give you a recommendation, even if recommendation is against your choice. Next, other ways to give a recommendation. This is the clue, and then this is a recommendation offering something, and then these elements. Okay, you can focus on this clue. Why done? What about? You should, you can, do you need? Okay, let's go to the sentence. Why done? We built a pond during a rainy season. And then let's connect it. Why don't we build a pond during a rainy season? In a pond is something like a swimming pool, but smaller than swimming pool. And then the second, what about? And this is the sentence. Let's connect it. What about building a pond during a rainy season? You should build a pond during a rainy season. You can build a pond during a rainy season. Do you need my help to build a pond? Okay, this is for over recommendation. Why don't we build a pond during a rainy season? What about building a pond during a rainy season? This is for offering recommendation. And then you can check all of this sentence like this. And let's check the elements. After why don't we add subject, and then verb, and verb, and then an object. After what about, we continue with verb ing, and then noun. After you should, we go back to base form, build. This is the base form. And then you can, just the same, back to base form. And you need, We go back to a noun. Built upon. Okay, next. We talk about models. Should, ought to, had better for making a recommendation. Should is the most common to make a recommendation. For example, we should evacuate the flood victims to a safe place. And then ought to. Everybody ought to know how to keep the environment clean and healthy. And the next is had better. Had better. Had better is stronger than should and ought to. It includes a warning that something might happen of you and do not follow the recommendation. For example, you had better hurry up because the water will be rising. This statement is explain that if you don't hurry, you may drown. So had better is describe that it's really important to be hurry up. Next, you had better to do your homework. It's explained that or the teacher will give you a low mark. So this is the stronger statement for a recommendation. Remember that modals are always followed by the simple form of a we should evacuate. We should evacuate. Okay, now let's continue to the form of making recommendation. The first is affirmative sentence, and the negative sentence and question sentence. Student A said, I failed my test. And then student B, really? This is expressing the doubt. You should study harder. This is the recommendation. You should study harder. The purpose is in order to get better mark. And then negative sentence. Young children shouldn't watch violent TV show. Young children shouldn't watch violent TV show. This is the negative recommendations, means that should not watch, means that they are not recommended to watch violent TV show. And then how to make a question, how to ask a recommendation. This is the example. I have a problem. Should I call my parents or my friends? This is the example. You can read all of the sentence, just the same. We use 3 modals: should, ought to, had better for making a recommendation. Next, W education can be formed in this way, with this pattern. What should I do about my problem? Where should we evacuate during a flood? Why should you believe what they say? And when should they call search and rescue team? And how should we evacuate the victim? So from these examples, we know that this form WH question, word, and then continue with models. Next, let's try to do this assignment. What do people usually say when they ask for an offering recommendation or suggest something? Your job is tick the right expression. Which one is ask for recommendation, which one is offering recommendation, and which one is suggest something. Okay, that's the end of my class. I hope you are understand what I talked about, and good luck. See you next time. Thanks for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.